Here is the Samsung Galaxy A52, which is the successor to the best-selling smartphone from the first quarter of 2020, and that's the A51. A smartphone that was announced about 3 days or 4 days back, and I've been testing this device for the past 2 days with my SIM in here. So here is my hands-on review, and without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. On opening the box for the smartphone, the first thing I got greeted with was the smartphone itself in its glory. Setting that aside for now reveals a 15 watts charging brick, a USB-C connector, and I was in search for the jelly case and SIM ejection tool. Yeah, the other part of the box holds an envelope containing the SIM ejector, the TPU jelly case, and some paperwork, and that's all. No earphones here. The new design is something that really got me excited about the new A lineup, especially when you look at the rear of the smartphones. You clearly see that it takes some design cues from the S series. You have the soft edge design on the smartphone, a matte finish rear, and not that glossy fingerprint magnet style we got from last year's design. And with this unique looking camera bulge, the smartphone is definitely rocking on flat surfaces. Aside having the button placements in the usual Samsung fashion, that is the volume rocker and the power key to the right, 3.5mm jack port and USB-C to the bottom, you get an in-display fingerprint sensor, which isn't the fastest but gets the job done, and also a dual stereo speaker configuration on the smartphone this year. This display on here is really responsive when you compare to what we got on the A51 from last year. You have a 6.47 OLED 1080p resolution with a 90Hz refresh rate. If you get the 5G variant of the smartphone, you are getting a 120Hz refresh rate on that device. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the best displays for the price. I mean, it's Samsung. This display is very much usable under direct sunlight with its 800 nits of brightness and high contrast. I mean, I can't really complain here. It's just the best around the price point. Now, it is definitely not the fastest device there is out there, but it is one that feels really snappy and will have your mobile computing needs met. You get the Snapdragon 720G chipset here with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. One thing I noticed here is that games seem to run without a hitch. I mean, so far, this smartphone feels and seems very stable for gaming. Another amazing thing about this smartphone this year is the fact that Samsung has committed to giving you 3 years of updates and 4 years of security patch or updates on these devices. More so, you have Android 11 on the A52 and also One UI 3.1. Before I get to talk about the cameras, I want to let you guys know that in my full review, I'll go in depth on the performance of the smartphone. This is just basically my first impressions video for the A52. So why not subscribe to this channel to get notified when that video comes along. 64 megapixel sensor with OIS is what you get for photos and videos on the smartphone. In fact, this video you are seeing right now is coming from the front-facing camera, a 32 megapixel sensor on the Samsung Galaxy A52. For the rear cameras, you get up to 10x zoom with an 8 megapixel ultra sensor attached also to that rear, a 5 megapixel macro camera, which is quite decent for the macro shots, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor for those portrait shots make up the quad configuration from the rear of the smartphone. Did I mention you are able to shoot 4K videos on the smartphone with optical image stabilization? Yeah, that's there also. For the battery capacity, you are getting a 4500 milliamp hour battery, and this smartphone comes bundled with a 15 watts charger out of the box. And from the last charge I had on this smartphone, which was yesterday, I haven't been able to drain the smartphone's battery. You also have support for 25 watts charging, but you would have to go pick up a separate faster charger as you have a 15 watt from the box if you're into that kind of stuff. For now, you get just a 15 watts charger included in the box. So conclusively, the Samsung Galaxy A52 seems to be a solid smartphone so far, and I can't wait to put it through its paces. I have my SIM card in here and I've been testing it for the past 2 days. I'm going to let you guys know what I think in my full review on this channel. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Kobe that day.